What's up guys, my name is Justin with Into the Backcountry, and today we're going to talk about the Spot Messenger Gen 3 and specifically discuss all its features and what I like and don't like about it. Alright, so the Spot Messenger Gen 3 is a great piece of gear overall. With this device, when I'm out there in the middle of nowhere in the wilderness backpacking, it's nice to know that my family has peace of mind because they know exactly where I am and how I'm doing. And for me, when I'm out there, it's nice to know in the back of my mind that help is only one button away. So some of the specs with regards to this device is that it weighs about 4 ounces. It uses 4 AAA batteries to power it, and it's water resistant. The price point is $150, and then to use the satellite service, it requires a subscription fee of $19.99 a month. Or you can choose to pay up front, get a little bit of discount, and pay $200 for a year. Okay, so let's talk about now actually using this device. Now there's a lot of GPS trackers out there on the market, but a lot of them are very complex and very difficult to use. The Spot is really easy and very simplistic. It only has features that you're really going to use. So the first thing you would want to do is activate it. You go to their website, set up an account, activate it, update the firmware, and then you're ready to go. So now to actually operate the device, the first thing you want to do is hit the power button here on the top left hand side, push and hold, and it'll blink like crazy a little bit, and then it'll stop and just blink up here on the top left hand side. Once it's blinking like that, you know it's ready to go. So to activate the tracking, you hit the middle button down here at the bottom for a little bit. There you go. You see it lit up there, and now you know it's actively tracking you. Now I said earlier there's some custom settings that you can change. With the tracking you can do that. Now you want to of course do this ahead of time before you're out on the trail, but you can choose the frequency and how often it tracks you. So you can do every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes, 30 or 60 minutes. Now, since we're backpacking and just basically walking, I'd recommend doing it every 30 minutes. The more frequently you have it track you, the more battery life it's going to use up. So now that you have it all set up, it's tracking you. Now you need to decide where you're going to put it. So some people have put it on their shoulder strap of their backpack or on top of their backpack literally. You can even put it on the side of your backpack, it'll still work. The biggest thing is you want to have it out in the open so it has easy line of sight to the sky where the satellites are. So one thing to think about though, with this device, it has a not a motion sensor, but a vibration sensor in it. So if it doesn't sense movement for a little over an hour, it's going to automatically shut off on you. And that's good for at night. If you forget to turn it off, no worries, this will shut off automatically by itself. But if you do go on an extended lunch break or something in the middle of your hiking, because there's a good view and stuff and you relax there, and let's say you stay there for an hour and a half, this thing will shut off. So one thing is you always want to check to make sure it's on, or just move it around every once in a while to engage that vibration sensor, and then you won't have to worry about it at all. So now we want to talk about the person who's actually going to be following you or tracking your progress, whether it's a friend or family member. Those individuals can track you through the Spot's website. They can log into your account and follow you. I think it uses Google Earth to track your progress. So that's one way. Spot also offers an app that you can download for your mobile phone. And so your family members or friends can use that and they can track you wherever they are, whether they're at work or whatever. So that's tracking. Now let's move on to the other features that it offers, and that's with messaging. So now it's one-way communication. Your family members and friends cannot communicate with you, but you can send messages to them. And there's two options with that. There is a checking in, I'm okay button here, which is set up by the manufacturer, Spot. And so you press and hold that button like so. It lights up green, and then that will eventually send a message to your family member or friend via text message or email, whatever you choose. Maybe you'll choose both of them. So then you can see it blinking up here on the top right hand light with it blinking green. You know that that's actively trying to send a message to your friend or family. So now if you want something more specific that you want to send in a message, well, there's a custom feature over here on the bottom left hand side. You can set that up prior to your trip to say something. For backpacking, maybe something like, made it to the trailhead, I'm okay. Or made it to camp and I'm okay. So you set that up ahead of time to say something. And every time when you push that button, that's the message that it will be sent. So that's a really nice feature to have. Now let's say that an emergency happens and it's life-threatening. Well, there's a nice little feature here called the SOS button. There's a little tab there to protect it from accidentally pushing it. And then here's this red button. So again, like all the others, you push and hold it until it flashes green up here to send that message. But instead of this message being sent to your family members, this one's going to go to emergency services, and then they'll get your coordinates, and then hopefully they'll come and be able to save your life. So hopefully nobody will ever have to use that, but it's there just in case. So there's one last button here on the left hand side, and this is a button that you use for emergency situations, but that's not life-threatening. So this message will be sent to your family members or friends, whoever's linked up to you, and they will realize that you do need help, and they will hopefully come to your aid. So I'm not sure how practical that button is for people who are backpacking, but it is there if you do need it. So basically that's an overview of all that you have available to you with this device. I found it to be very reliable in various situations, and it's always been able to send my messages and track me with no problems at all. So couldn't be more happy with that. And usually with GPS devices, you'll find that you need to be in an open area for the satellites to pick you up. But I found that even under partial tree cover, that this will still work, which I really like. On the other side of things, with my wife tracking me via the computer or her mobile device, she's never had an issue either. So I really love how this product works. It's exceptional. Also, it's very rugged. It's been rained on, it's been beaten up, and this device still works perfectly fine. The battery life is exceptional too. The batteries are still the original ones, and I still haven't replaced them. And I've had it over a year now. So I love that fact. The customer service is exceptional too for this company. They've been very helpful when I've had questions and concerns also. Some things that I do not like about it is that it still uses actual batteries. I wish there was an internal battery that I could just recharge with a battery bank, and then that would be it. I wouldn't have to bring extra batteries and turn extra weight. Also, I wish there was a battery life indicator. Right now, these batteries are very old, like I said, so I don't know if they're 50% used up or they're almost dead. So I wish there was an indicator to tell me what's going on there. Also, I wish it was a little bit lighter. It's 4 ounces. Since I'm an ultralight backpacker, that's a little heavy. Every ounce counts. So I wish it was more like 2 ounces, but I know I'm nitpicking there a little bit. So overall though, extremely happy with this device. It's very reliable, like I said before. I could not imagine going on any kind of backpacking trip without it. So if you're seriously interested in a GPS unit like this, the Spot Messenger is definitely one you should consider, and certainly check out the link down below. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below also. I'd make sure to answer them too. If you're interested in any more videos like this, please don't forget to subscribe. All right, guys. Well, that's it for this video. Hope to see you on the next one. Take care. Oh, got my pen in my... I wonder if I had that pen in my the whole time. Oh man, the features that it has are only features that a backpacker to do pay up front. So the specs for this particular item is So the specs for the Spot Messenger is the weight is
You're so much better after you eat.
yeah.